Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we will solve a real world data engineering interview question using a PySpark. We will go through a problem statement first, understand the logic step by step, and implement an optimized PySpark solution using Databricks. So, let's read the question. First, the question is write a query, or we can say write a solution. I have written here the query, write a solution to retrieve the most recent or latest order for each customers. Okay, before discussing the question, let's uh, let me add the data. So I have data in a tuple format. I have a list of tuples. So we will first convert that list of tuple into, we will save that list of tuple into a variable. We will create the schema, and we will first create the data frame. So let's use, so I am using orders as a variable. In a variable I am storing the list of tuples. So I have a list of tuples. Okay, first we will create the data frame, and after that we will discuss the questions. So uh, first let's create the schema of schema of orders tables, and we are going to use, first is a customer's name, first is a customer's id, second we have order date, and third column we have amount, which is the spend. So let's read the question once again. No, okay, before that let's show the we can say a data frame. So I am giving orders df as a data frame name, and I am going to use spark class. In a spark class we have create data frame module. Data frame model basically used to create the data frame using data and the schema. So we have a data is equal to, like, orders, and we have a schema, which schema name we have a given schema dot order. So schema dot orders, schema.order. Okay, if you see, Databricks is a given intelligence, but I am typing because if you want to solve this question, if you want to get the hands on this platform, so it is better, instead of using the intelligence, you can type, and you will get the proper, you will understand very well. Okay, let's use that. So let's show that what we have received in that data frame dot show. Okay, okay, it's taking time to execute. Now if you see, we have a customer id, order date, and a amount. This is the data frame we have received in a order.df. So let's read the question once again and try to build the logic. Okay, I will write the question here once again, so you will understand very well. So hashtag md, I am going to write array. Okay. It's taking time. Hashtag MD and control V. Okay, let's okay. Now see the question. Right? What is our question? The our question is write a solution. Right? Instead of a SQL query, you can say write a solution. Write the solutions to retrieve the most recent order from each customers. If you see, we have a customer ID, order date, and the amount. And if you see in a customer ID column, there are three customers like the customer 1001, customer 002, and customer 3. And what is the problem? The problem is the most recent order for the each customer. So if you see, this is the one partition we have, this is the second customer partition we have, this is the third customer partitions we have, which means one customers we have three record, second customers we have two record, and third customer we have single record. So we need to find which is order of each customer, recent order. How we will get the recent order? Using a order date. If you see in a customer 1, there are three orders, which is placed on a January, March, and also in a July. So which will be the latest order? Latest order will be placed on 07, means July month of, this will be the latest order. If you see, and for the customers too, if you see, we have a two records, and the latest order will be 06, and a customers 3 latest order will be because only single order is there, then it will be a latest order. But if you solve this question using a SQL, you basically use the partition by using a customer's ID. We are going to solve this question using the same, using the partition by, but using data frame API, or we can say using a PySpark. So let's start the solution. First, we are going to create the Windows function. So for the Windows functions, we need a Windows functions to do a partition by customer ID, because when we do a partition by customer ID, that time we will get the uh, latest orders of each partition. Like this is the one partition, this is the customer ID two partition, and this is the three partition. So if you are doing a partition by, then we are going to use the Windows function. First, we need to import Windows function from PySpark module, from PySpark dot sql dot window module we are going to use, and we are going to import Windows only. Windows, we are going to import Windows only. So let's create first Windows function. We are giving the window as a variable, and I'm going to use that function window functions, and I'm going to use partition by, partition by here given, partition by that column name. Which column name? If you see in a intelligence, their column name in a double quotes. So I'm going to use column name in a double quotes, and I'm going to give a name as customer ID, customers ID. Okay, now if you see, okay, right. Now, if you see, we got the customer ID, but we are going to find the latest order. For the latest order, we need to do a order by, but order by descending. So we are going to use order by, but order by. If you see, we need to give a columns, and the column name and the sequence, like the sequence. So I am going to use the call function, and inside that call functions I will give column name. Which column name we need? Order date. We have order date as a column. Sorry, I think I have missed something. Order date as a columns we are going to use, but I need a order date in a descending. So I'm going to use order dates in a descending format, DESC. Okay, order days in a descending. Let's run the query and see. Okay, if you see, we are getting error. Okay, we have a extra space, and also, okay, we are getting the error is like error name call is not defined. Okay, if you see the call is a function that we need to import from which module, functions module. So from PySpark dot SQL dot functions import, we are going to import call. We are going to import call functions. Okay, now let's run the query once again. Okay, query is run properly, we haven't received any error. So we got the windows function, that is the partitions by we are going to use in a query. So now I am going to use the which data frame, orders df data frame. Okay, control C. Let's use the order df data frame. Okay, we have order df data frame, and we are going to select which column select. We are going to select, first is a customer id, and second is our order date. Third, which column we need, amount. Columns we need also. So these are the three columns we are going to select from the order date. Also we need a one extra column which is row number, because we are going to give the row number to uh, each customer's partitions, we can say, depend on their order date in a descending order. So how we are going to use that new column, or if you want to modify a column into a data frame or add a column into a data frame, so we always use with column method. So first you have to give that modify column name over that new column name. So I am giving as a row number column name, and I am going to use which functions, I am going to use row number function. Okay, I am going to use row number function, and dot over over that whatever we wanted to do in a over class, that we have done in a windows. So we don't have to do everything in the windows. So that's why I have separately calculated the like the over partition by customer id, order by descending. So I have saved that into specific variable, and I am using that into this query. So now what I have got, windows functions. Okay, let's run the query. So if we are, I think we are getting the error, something row number is not defined. Okay, we need to define the row number also. So I'm not sure about the row numbers in a Windows functions over a type. So instead of importing a 111, I am importing all. So I think I will get the proper result. So okay, data frame string amount begin. Okay, let's, okay, I think we are getting the proper result. Okay, we are not getting any errors. So now what we wanted to do, now let's filter. Now we are going to filter, because we have given the numbers, we have given, let's show the first, let's show what we are getting into this. Okay, see what we are getting into this. So in a order df data frame, we have the customer order date and amount we have selected, and we have given a rank row numbers basis on using the partition by. We have created the three partition using customer id. So for the customer id 1, this is the one partition, customer id 2 for the second partition, and the customer id 3 is the third partition. And each partition start with the 1 2 3, second partition is a 1 2, third partition is a 1. Now what we want, now we are going to filter that record. So like the where rn is equal to 1, because we want the latest each customer order, most recent order of each customer. So what is the which is the most recent order of each customers in a table? If you see it is because we have done order date in a descending. So in each partition this is the first order, in the second customer this is the first order, latest order I can say, and this is the latest order for the third customer, because only single order is present. So I have to filter. If there is in a SQL, we will use like in where condition where rn is equal to 1. But in a PySpark, we are going to use filter condition. Filter, and I'm going to filter which column I'm going to filter. Filter, I'm going to filter. See, if you see the condition filter, in a filter, I am going to use which column? Rn. Column name is Rn, I can say, and I want that column name Rn is equal to 1, and I am going to use that show. Let's see result once again what we are getting. Okay, filter column name. Okay, I think I have missed something. Okay, column 1 is equal to Rn. Okay, let's, I have missed the curly bracket. So if you see only latest order for the each customer's records I am getting, but what was my output, what output I need is customer's id, order date and amount. Rn I don't want in that output. So instead of keeping that rn, because row number I don't want in output, so instead of keeping that rn into output I am going to drop. So for that I am going to remove. So for the remove I am going to use drop function, like drop. I can say which column I wanted to drop. See, I have if you see the over on this, you will get to know that you have to give that column name in a double quotes, column name in a double quote. So as you can see in a drop, I have dropped the rn column, and let's see the result what we are getting. Okay, so we are getting the proper result as we have, as they have told us in a question, like write a solutions to retrieve the most recent order for each customer. Okay, guys, if you like the video, please share, subscribe to my channel, and if you have a doubt or if you have another questions uh, regarding data engineering topic, you can ask me in a comment box. We will try to solve in a next video.